What is up, traders? Welcome back to Billions Club. Welcome on Sunday Focus. As every single Sunday, we will prepare for the next 5 days. Hopefully everything is running. I think it should be. You should hear me, you should see me, and you should also see my screen now. So the plan is we will cover Euro USD chart, BTC chart, gold chart. We will also have a look at some fundamentals and some economical news that we are expecting this week. So that's the plan today. Before we're gonna start, let me know how was your weekend. It's always great, to spend some time with the family and friends. I went out yesterday here in Prague with some of the people from my trading group. It was absolutely amazing. It's the second weekend of meeting people, meeting traders from all over the world. Previous weekend I met 3 traders from Dubai. Yesterday I met 6 guys that are from my trading community, traders. They are learning my strategies and so on. It's always very, very good to meet up and do networking together. It was very, very good, but now let's get back to work. So everything is working perfect. I'm seeing the chat looking good, sounds good. All right, perfect. Then without any further ado, let's jump right into it. We will start on a BTC chart. I think that the BTC was the most interesting one this week, without any doubt. We got a pretty aggressive move to the downside. And now the question is it a start of a new swing downtrend, or was it only a liquidity sweep with just a very, very aggressive movement down? That's the question. I'm gonna probably make it clearer to you today because I have a very simple plan with this. It's really only one level that I'm paying attention to right now on the chart. Daily time frame, we are hitting this demand level. In terms of like an overall structure that we still got here is, let me just move this to the left side a little bit so you can see it in a better way. Yeah, it should be okay. All right. So basically, in terms of a structure on a BTC, you got a low, you got a high, you got a low, you got a high, you got a low, you got a high again. This seems like a new low, but the important thing is, in order to class this as a change of a structure, we gotta see candle closing below this level. Either 4-hour daily one is like a better confirmation, So neither of that happened. So far we can't really class this as a change of a structure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip like the strong low level here. The weak high, pretty easy one to spot. It's obviously up here. We got a BOS here. So the levels are pretty clear. Basically, closer and closer you are getting to the extreme of this overall swing uptrend, more likely it is that in terms of this internal structure, you will flip it and you will continue another impulsive move to the upside. So I'm not really leaning to be like a very, very bearish on BTC, neither bullish right now. I'm gonna tell you what's my plan in the upcoming minutes. We gotta go a bit more in depth. But as I said, it's really just about closing below, if you want to be exact with the number, below 24,700, let's say. Once we close, either 4-hour daily is better, definitely. So once we close the candle below that, fine, we change structure, and most likely we are heading lower in the upcoming, let's say, weeks to months. So that's going to be the plan on a BTC chart. One more important thing when talking about this level, keep in mind that closing like immediately below the level or closing below the level doesn't really mean that we are going down immediately. What it means is that you can get a retracement to the upside, but then you are trying to take it all the way down. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep you updated. Don't forget to join our Discord. Don't forget to join the Billions Cup Discord because I'm going to keep you updated about the BTC chart here. But basically, this is the level you got to be aware of for now. Write it down to your notepad, whatever you use. But this level is very, very important. In terms of the internal structure that we got, it's a bit more complicated, I would say. 2 things. Basically, the structure is not really perfectly formed here because we got to move down on Thursday, 10 p.m. Thursday, so we can kind of class this as a Friday, So Friday we get this like a really small range. So basically Friday, last day of the week, you are not expecting any volatile movement. So basically end of a Thursday, we get a really impulsive move down. Start of a Friday, we started at like a decent range, and over the weekend you are not expecting any big volatility, any big price movement, so we remained in this range. So it's going to be very important to see how we open on Monday. But internal structure, how I personally view it, this is the internal low for now. In terms of the internal high, I'm going to keep it here. So these are like two levels that I'm paying attention to, two levels that I'm being aware of. We'll see how it goes. When going down to the 15 minute, because 15 minute is going to be a bit more important, we get more levels here. So let me show you what I'm looking for. Strong low, that one, broken obviously, without any doubt here. So we can switch this to the POS. So now this flips to a strong high. That's also very easy to spot. This is our strong high, and this is our weak low. When talking about the internal one, let's zoom it in. The internal structure is gotta be this. You got your internal low. You got your internal high. And these are just the two levels that you gotta pay attention to when talking about the 15-minute structure. A few more things we're gonna add to this. Going back to the daily time frame, we are combining this with local demand. So daily local demand obviously is gonna be providing some bounce. We flipped, or we swept a lot of liquidity from below this low. Let's just type in that this one was like a very, major grab. Let's combine this with some naked POCs. Perfect, we are getting the first level for sure. Amazing. So 1 hour structure, you are obviously paying attention to this supply level that is here with plenty of liquidity above these highs. This is absolutely perfect. This could be one of like a cherry pick trades where we could look for a really nice short out of this zone. But let's refine the level a little bit more, because I don't really say the exact zone. I don't really see the exact zone where it can provide the exact bounce. So I'm just gonna keep the zone a bit bigger, and I'm gonna be paying attention to simple swing failure pattern above these highs. We'll see how it goes from there. But above this, there's plenty of liquidity formed or created. Very likely that it's gonna be swept. Let's say it this way. Let's check the chat. So we got 27 people watching the Sunday Focus. That's amazing. Just gonna move with this a little bit. Let's check the chat. Awesome. Buddha's asking, someone is asking if the video is gonna be recorded, or if the live stream is gonna be recorded. And yes, I think on YouTube it's automatically being recorded, and you can watch the replay later. So yeah, the answer is yes, it will be. I hope so. Yeah. Hi. Welcome guys, welcome on Billions Club, welcome on Sunday Focus. Alrighty, so BTC plan, this is our first kind of a kill zone, or a zone where I'm going to start looking for a short trade. Definitely trade value area is going to be the confluence number one. The major one, you are combining this with a trend, you are combining this with a supply and demand on both local level, and I believe that if we go to the 4 hour, there is also 4 hour supply created right here. So this is a decent level to trade from, and I'm not looking for any longs yet. As soon as we remain below the internal low, there is really not any reason to be like extremely bullish. I know you are hitting the extreme. I know it's important level. Of course it is. It's important zone, but still overall, it's a bit more bearish considering the very aggressive movement down that we got. So BTC USD kill zone for short. Very simply said, and basically we are kind of sorted. One last thing that we will do here is we will try to get a bit more in the data, and how we can do that is we will pull, or I'll pull, the measure tool from the left side to the right side. CVD 30 million, open interest also going down. All right, so there is not plenty of new positions at all. If we move it a little bit more, then the CVD keeps changing. Okay, so we don't have a lot of shorts to grab basically. So like the absorption is needed. Absorption is needed to see when talking about a short, when talking about a fund confirmation on the trade. If we're not gonna get absorption, it's not gonna be a like a perfect trade. Does this mean it's not gonna be a high probability setup? So yeah, I would. I'm just gonna finish it this way. Let's reload the chart. We got the poor high that is formed here. How far away are we from the poor high? Not much, like $150. The poor high is here. We are really close to it. We'll see if it will remain here tomorrow. If so, then it adds another confluence for hitting that level basically. Very, very simply said. All right, so let's do a summary on BTC USD pair. Overall, still remaining a bit more bullish in terms of a swing structure. As soon as we do not close below, what was the level? 27,700, right? No, 24. I'm confused here a bit. No, yeah, the level is 23,600 basically. 23,600. We're also remaining a bit more bullish in terms of swing structure as soon as we do not close below 23,600. On either, it's either going to be 4 hour or daily. Guys, sometimes if I make a mistake in terms of like a wrong price and so on, I'm like looking at the level, but I'm just like so focused on the things that I'm showing you. Also, I know that I'm being recorded, so I'm trying to be at least like somehow entertaining. So sometimes it just happens that I just say like a wrong price, but I'm talking about a level that I'm commenting on a price. So you can just let me know in the chat if I make some mistake, of course. I would appreciate it. Locally though still remaining bearish, and I will be looking for a short. The level was like 26 what? 26,400. That's kind of the level that we are paying attention to. Perfect. So the nose that I got here. Overall, as I said, daily time frame, 4 hour time frame, the structure is not broken yet. So it's not really bearish, neither really bullish right now. We just gotta keep waiting. But like the overall structure a bit more bullish, considering that we are very, very close to the extreme of the swing structure. Locally though, as I said, remaining bearish. I will be looking for a short from 26,400, look for a move up during Monday open, and in terms of a confirmation, you are looking for absorption and threat value area. These two things are your confirmation to get into a position to take a short. And whatever happens, that's basically the plan. You just gotta stick to it. You gotta use risk management, and you are sorted. So that's the plan on BTC chart. Let's move on to a gold one. So gold, what I said here last time, 1915 was the key level on a gold chart. Breaking this level means 1920 area is coming. Overall, gold is in a local downtrend, but coming to extreme of the pullback, I'm having more bullish bias for this week. And I was wrong with that, because I was really looking for reclaiming the 1915 level, but that never happened. And that's why you guys should be using like this, ping pong approach, kind of. What I mean by that is you are just trading from level to level. So you got a one level on a chart, you got a second level on a chart, and basically your plan should depend on how the price is going to react to the level, because you never know what's going to happen. You, as a trader, you want to be reacting to what's happening on a chart. How you can do that by using some levels and basically dynamically reacting, dynamically changing the plan based on levels you got. But you probably know this if you know my trading style, or if you are following the Sunday focuses, if you are following the live streams that we are doing, and so on and so forth. So we got a BOS, this means strong high is here. Can we class this as the week low? Absolutely not. So there is not any week low that can be really highlighted on a 4-hour chart here. This is still the internal low, internal high, but this is not a week low yet, because we are not getting enough of a pullback to confirm that, okay, this is a decent amount of retracement, and now we can class this as week low. So not yet. That's going to be formed on gold very soon, most likely. But in terms of a supply and demand, we are paying attention to this level right here. So overall, this zone of very, very strong resistance, and I'm still remaining a bit more bearish on gold. If we go down to like a 15-minute time frame, then we can play with this a bit more. So we got a strong high, we got a weak low. That is pretty clear. We got the internal high and we got the internal low. So in terms of the internal high, I'm going to keep it here. Internal low is going to be here, a local range that we are playing. Basically, where I want to start looking for a short is probably this zone right here. And I believe that we can combine this with a volume profile. So it's going to be, just a classic naked POC. As you can see, perfect naked point of control. Price is very, very likely to go and retest this zone. We'll see how it goes. Once again, keep this plan to a Monday open, because that will be very, very important to see. But overall, if you pull this tool, it gives you also a POC inside an 80, 92, 93 zone. So the fixed range tool, very, very powerful tool if you are looking for some precise volume data, or you just want to like select the exact points on the charts, then it's very, very well usable, I would say. So it's gonna be gold short zone. The question is, do we have any liquidity that can be swept from the market? Because if not, then it's not really gonna be a valid trade. We kind of have above this high, but not plenty of it. Like better plan, better confirmation would be doing something like this, sweeping the liquidity, then going down. See how it goes. All right, so I think that gold is kind of clear in the end. What is the level exactly that we are paying attention to? 80.92.5. If you want to be really precise with this, 92.5. I know that I'm on like a gold chart, so I shouldn't be saying the pair here, but I'm just gonna copy this and paste this to the Discord afterwards. So even like the people that weren't like watching the stream, I'm just like trying to make it clear to them. All right. Overall gold broke the structure and becomes more bearish. My plan is to wait for retracement to the short zone and take a day trade from 1892. Overall bias for upcoming week, more bearish. Perfect, so we got a plan on gold. All we have to do, let's talk about the EU, because EU here is a bit more interesting, I would say. We are hitting this very, very big, demand zone on a daily time frame, and this level most likely will be providing some bounce. So keep this level in mind. For me, it's very, very important, and I'm gonna be paying attention to the local structures, because once we flip them, most likely EU is also flipping in terms of like a bigger structure, and we could be expecting like another move up on the EU chart. So going down to the 4 hour, we still have this overall structure that is bullish, obviously. Pretty hard to do like the proper internal structure here on EU chart. So what I will do is we will keep this as the internal range. No, this is actually going to be a swing 15-minute range, so this is going to be a strong high. This is going to be a weak low. Let's really tie this range up. I think that if we can put an internal high and internal low like this, it makes sense combining this with this swing structure. So 4 hour, there is this nice supply here, which is being tested, and it kind of see that we left like a decent amount of liquidity above this high. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. The question really is like, what's the exact level on EU? He did a really nice liquidity sweep or sweep. Like EU is more bearish. The only question is like, do you want to go into short from basically just this level, combining this with this supply that hasn't really achieved anything? It's not a really like a strong supply. So EU probably, I'm just gonna like stay on the sidelines for 1 or 2 days, just to really make sure like what's the next intention on the EU, So EU. think that this should be okay. So overall hitting big daily demand and getting closer to the extreme of the swing structure, that was the thing that I was talking about. I will be aware of the local structures to get the idea if you are starting a new impulsive phase. A new impulsive phase, or we will get deeper retracement. Alrighty guys, I think that we are sorted on EU2, so that is clear. I'm gonna keep you posted. That what is my exact plan on EU. Let me just cover one more thing. And let's check the chat. Screen not clear, powerful. I see you stopped using wizard pocket and horizontals as a confluence. No, like I still use the wizard's pocket. I kinda just like stopped pulling it, but you know, when you are pulling Fibonacci for last 5 years every day, you kind of see the level even without having it on a chart. So like I can guess that here, for example, we got 618. You know, so if you pull it, you get your 618 right here. I don't know, like what's the next, like if you let's do some example, right? Here, where is going to be the 618? Well, most likely if you are looking at it this way, it's probably going to be around here. You see? I'm getting it like exactly. So no, like I didn't stop. Like Wizard's Pocket is an amazing tool. It works very, very well. I just stopped using horizontals, and I was explaining this a few weeks ago on this stream. Because like, let's say you do like a daily horizontal right here on a daily time frame, obviously. So you pull your like a line here, you go to the 4 hour. What it gives you? It gives you a 4 hour supply. You see? So like these levels are 99, not 99%, but they are very, very often pretty similar together. And I just like the demand and supply a bit more, like just a simple order blocks, because it's a bit more mechanical than the horizontals themselves. But you know, it's really up to you what you're gonna use. Like I don't use anything special in terms of like a supply and demand. But no worries, I'm going to be covering this in Wizards very, very soon. It's just like so many things are happening now. It's also summer. Guys, like honestly, for me, summer is like the worst time to do some projects, to really be like focused in a zone, because it's freaking hot outside. There's like plenty of things to do all around you. You can go out all the time and so on. And even though I'm not like drinking much, and partying and so on, like last 2 weeks I was actually partying and drinking a bit, but it's just like so many things are happening here that I can be like fully focused. But we will definitely do like a refreshment of the course, but it's going to be coming probably in around 4 to 5 months from now. We will keep you updated, but it just like takes so many time, and we honestly think that we can be like a really, really decent course, really quality course. But if you have this vision, then it's just gonna take a bit more time to create it. But yeah, no worries. I will be covering like the exact strategy that I'm using right now in a Wizards or on the YouTube. Someone is asking about the GU. Yeah, this is actually, guys, yeah, enjoy summer. Are you in Prague now? Yeah, now I am. Now I am in Prague. We got an office in Dubai and in Prague. And I'm in the Prague-based one. Guys, this is, I wanna hear this from you too, as like traders or entrepreneurs and so on. Do you guys have like the same problem that just like summer months are like the worst months for you to just like really focus on things? And as I said, like I'm not really partying a lot in summer. I've been drinking like 3 times the whole summer, maybe 4. So like, you know, in terms of, by drinking I mean like even like 2 beers, for example, or 1 beer. I'm like really, when I'm focused, when I'm working, I'm not drinking basically anything. But in summer you got like plenty of things to do, and sometimes it's just good to just like cool off a bit. So yeah, like summer months for me, I'm just like not that focused, and even I see it on my trading performance, I see it on like the other businesses that I'm running and so on. And it's I'm kind of struggling with it, and I'm trying to fight it. So let me know if you have any tips how to improve this, or what you do if you have the same and so on. Really interested in that. But anyway, we gotta check the Forex Factory. That's gonna be the one last thing today, and we're gonna check the GU. Someone was asking about the GU, so we will do the GBP USD pair. Monday we got nothing important on USD. Wednesday we have, all right, we got a PMI. Thursday unemployment claims, and we got a Fed on Friday. Alrighty, so you know, plenty of volatility coming this week. I wouldn't say it's just like a major news events, but we got some, so you can expect on these days that there will be like some volatility. This summer I'm fully focused on learning. Amazing. That's great. If you can really just like stay focused, stay in a zone every single day, and you can really just pay attention to the things you are willing to build, that is amazing. And when I was starting out with trading, we will probably do like a video about how I was starting out and everything. I was also like, I remember one summer I was just like too focused. I was literally watching or looking at the chart for like 15 hours a day. And at the time I was like 15 and a half probably. So, and my parents were like, what are you doing? You look like completely destroyed. I got like a, you know, red eyes all the time because I was just looking at the chart, and they were always just like, go out with the friends, hang out with them and so on. But I was just like, so I had like a pure tunnel vision on the things that I wanted to achieve, and I was like that Forex guy. And what I mean by Forex guy is that I saw like a yellow Lambo, you know, in front of my garage. So yeah, that's how I was starting out. But I think that everyone has like this probably very similar journey. So GBP USD. Daily time frame, pretty nice. Pretty nice uptrend still. 4 hours is gonna be the same. Yes, it is. It's gonna be a strong low. High. In terms of the internal, this is still gonna be an internal low. Internal low, internal high, very nice order block here. I'm not going like very in depth on GU, to be honest. No guys, I'm not gonna be checking Nasdaq. No. On GU I would be leaning towards being bearish. Probably from this level here. Yeah, there's plenty of liquidity, plenty of potential to get into nice short, simply said. So yeah, I'll be looking for something like this. That would be my plan. No, price don't respect trend lines. I can almost like guarantee you that. I honestly use trend lines too, but in a way that I'm just like, this is a place with a lot of liquidity. This is where retail traders will get wrecked, you know, and they, like, big players use them for liquidity. So that I kind of like use trend lines, but in a different way than you do most likely. Anyway, guys, this is it for today. Let me know what you think about my plan. Let me know what you think about the plan that we got for 5 days, for the next 5 days. If you have a similar one, if you are looking for completely different things, so on and so forth. Very good stream. Join me on Tuesday. We will do another live trading session. Last Thursday, it was the best stream by far. We got 170 people here watching me trading live, and I passed the first evaluation process or evaluation phase of 100K account. So phase 1 is passed. Now I get to pass the second phase with only 5% profit target. So yeah, that's it for today. You can DM me on Discord if you still have any questions related to plan, related to trading, whatever it is. This is it for today. See ya tomorrow. I'm gonna send a summary of the trade that we did today to the Discord, so don't forget to join. You'll find a link below the video, and see you tomorrow in the group. I'm posting my daily updates here, so don't forget to join and check it out in the morning.